Alright, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, the Millennium Dawn modded playthrough of Chechnya. We do have the breakaway regions in the center of the new Chechen Republic over here, territories. I don't imagine our election's gonna go well. We don't have any non-aligned support. So this is probably not gonna happen. We'll see what happens though. I'm curious. I don't like that Russia has that much influence though. In the emerging. I would like to combat that. Geopolitically though, we have a ton of moves we need to make around, like across the board. So there's just a lot left to do. I think we might be able to actually unify all this. This might be better. We should have just freed all those republics and then we can just unify them this way. I'm going to do a bunch of war though before we lose everything. I could have done them like that. That's crazy. And then we should... Yeah, so this election will drive what happens in the future here. Can we declare on Somaliland? Yeah, they're... So we do have options. Because they're Western aligned. As long as our government doesn't end up Western outlook. We're not going to attack anyone. We're just going to let it ride, see what happens. That's the Algerian election. I thought that was ours. I want to keep money on the table, though, right now. I want us to be able to do something. Yeah, and our Marines can start getting experience in the south here. We are going to have to go to war on the front, so we are going to move our primary forces off the front line there. And we are going to completely surround this region first. We should not accrue debt from this. We will have to annex Huntland here because that'll give us a bunch of core claims, I believe. I believe that's how that works. We have double booms we're working with after financial collapse. We are in a depression still. This would boost emerging. Yeah, we're going to go with the Democratic Party again. They'll take power. So neo-imperialism is now replaced. We can't really do anything about that. It just is what it is. We don't have any alignment, like non-aligned strength in the on the field. I think we have 1,000 political power somehow. That was queued up in all those elections we never got or something. like, like what is going on with that? Yeah, I think if I put political power into any of this, it's not going to work, is it? I mean, we did steal a minor percentage. It's just, it's negligible. No, yeah, we totally can't go any greater than 0.5% right now. All right, what are our options in emerging nationalists for neo-imperialism? I just wanted to see. It did not work. So this party would be fine. LDP is not on there. ADAT's People's Republic is not on there, are they? Oh no, that is on there. That movement could have been fine. This is also fine. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna go with fascism, but we'll do that. I don't know what this is. I don't know what that would be. The monarchists can also do it. Rodina, the Communist Party could. Yeah, but we're not gonna go communism. Okay. So we're gonna go for this in the next election, and we'll spread everyone out. We have 4 years to work on that. Very doable. Last ordnance we need for artillery units. The good news... Actually, it's not good news. There's no world tension. Guess we'll have to chill then. Our justifications are still valid, so those are fine. We'll be able to integrate. Then basically we have 4 years where we're just gonna have to like wait for stuff to happen to us after we reunify there. Yeah, because we're just not gonna have enough world tension. Okay. Power, we can grow. We're gonna recover the economy in this time frame as well. Keep working on medium tank guns. Kazakhstan might actually attack though. That would be intriguing. Yeah, we could justify against them. We'll have to play the spy game for a minute. Go ahead and get intelligence on their economies. Definitely have more foreign investment we can throw down as well. I am waiting. Like, we don't have the ability to pay down that much in billions of debt. Like, that's 26 trillion. We might have to make political concessions again. We'll see if Africa will actually give us a loan. It looks like they would. They're still positive. Are we looking on jets? We have 500 now in reserve. That's pretty good. It's about a quarter of what we want. So we should be actually very well off from an arms manufacturing standpoint by the end of this election period. That is my biggest worry. Fuel consumption, political power. Yeah, how did we lose a lot of that political power? That's weird. I think we're actually wrapping up a lot of our nuclear plants. And what's the loss if we default here? Yeah, we lose our international investments. That's not great. Yeah, we could go ahead and take this. We lose 6 trillion that we have to worry about. And I want to wait. Because taking that doesn't actually mean we're okay. And we do have some major factory production going on. That's good. Working on supply bases in Volgograd. Or Grad. I don't know. I think it's Grad, right? Let's see. We'd lose 10 trillion in capital expenditures we've made. All that work we had put into Ukraine would go away. Let's get an airbase. We need air bases over here very badly. Bahrain is in a state of emergency, it looks like. We're gonna go ahead and invest in nuclear power plants in our puppet. Just an easy way to get some foreign investment that we probably are okay with. And continue to pay down the debt as much as we can. I don't expect us to have options to pay off our default until way later. Yeah, we'd have to spend GDP to get our non-aligned support up. And we'd lose political power gain. That's not worth it right now. See, they're working on their autonomy. Alright, so we got our justification finished. Go ahead and take it. I'm actually surprised these didn't move. Like, we should have just walked in there. Alright, so we moved from depression to recession. All of these things will help our economy. One way or another, Chechnya will be won. I'm surprised they didn't capitulate. They don't even have any victory points left. Alright. That should be the end of that. They should be reintegrated. We're going to go ahead and take that. We completely annexed it. It should be a core region of ours. Yeah, see, it's a core state. So we do have a foreign claim on a core. And we're gonna go ahead and get our next battle plan up for our next offensive action. Oh, I guess when it loaded, it wiped out what I was doing. So all 72 divisions we have here will be going for the victory and the reunification of our former territories. I think we can pretty much disregard northern Cyprus. Like, yes, it was once ours, and we probably will reclaim it in the future. But for now, I don't want to have any conflicts with Europe if we can avoid it, and that would be a contested area. We need to focus on the east and west border of our actual lands, and maybe the north. We may end up needing to fight NATO. But for now, this is fine. Yeah, I think we may end up just defaulting on this, losing out on 11 billion per week, which would be horrible. I'm not looking forward to that at all. So, when does this activate? We should be coming around to the end of the justification the 30th of August, so the end of this month. Our debt increased, or the interest on our debt increased somehow. Oh, I think we lost that buff that gave us the 2% reduction on interest rate. That's pretty sad. Is there anything here that lowers like political party alignment? Wrong one. Yeah, it doesn't look like this locks us in at the basics for a year. Yeah, knowing how to manipulate those core states now, I think I can be a lot more effective with subject management and post-war, because this will be the test of how this works. Right. And we are getting these airfields done very fast. All right, so let's go ahead and move our fighter wings. Supply is fine. All right, we're going to take this justification. All right, that's the end of that. No more subjects annoyingly not being a part of us. 26 trillion is far too much. I'm not paying that back. Honestly, it's 12 trillion to pay off 26 trillion. I guess is a way to look at that. So, totally fine with it. All right, and our troop movements are done. They capitulate. We're reintegrating the Union of Chechnyan republics. We are now Chechnya. And all of this is now Chechen. Algeria, yeah, we're not gonna comment on anything going on that's raising world tension. They can go ahead and do that. No comments from us. We'll go ahead and... Oh, I did the wrong thing. I should have just paid the debt down. That's fine. 54 days to pay it off. So we might get lucky and have the event pop up. We might not. I don't know if I timed that right. I probably should have waited to retake a debt, but I wanted to do it quickly, so I may have got ahead of myself. And we did just get the ammo. We do need to get this research done so we have access to the other stuff. All right, so Puntland here we're going to work on. They already have max network infrastructure. That's insanity. Nuclear plants. Oil. We'll give them a naval yard set. A naval base. A couple land forts. For good measure. Definitely need coastal forts. And we are going to take a moment to get distracted and build all this. And while we're at it, we're absolutely going to nuke our current trade agreements. But we do have some pretty good production if we want it. We have massive shortages. And we get about 71 autonomy a day, right? No, 30 autonomy a day. So we will be winning that fight. And we have enough political power. I can get the subject all the way down very quickly. I want to keep paying off debt. And watch this to make sure we don't get the option in like the last month. Yeah, and our debt to GDP ratio is down to 84%. That's pretty good. We'll probably have to take advantage of the extraordinary election condition once our stability and everything recovers, and yeah, we'll see how we can make this work. Looks like we do need a change to mechanized suppression. And keep working on light tank weapons as well so that we get self-sharpening rods. We don't want to reduce the African opinion of us either. We do need to be aware of that. Oh yeah, he's free now. Somaliland. Western goes down. Nationalists go down. Trying to think. Who were we gonna go for? Wasn't it a nationalist group? Like it was this one. I mean, non-aligned party is growing. We could shrink this and see if we can grab more. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and shrink it. Try and grab more of the pie with non-aligned. If Western Outlook and nationalists are struggling. Like we have crazy buildings going through right now. That's good. Renewables, they're already maxed. That's insane. Well, we'll just have to sit on our political power with what we got. We'll see how low we can get it. As we have unified most of the territories at the expense of the Northern Cyprus territory, so we lost access to that dock. That sucks. We're down under 12 trillion in debt that we now owe, which is better. Looks like we're going to lose. Oh, it's there. Let's see if we can grab it in that 20-day window. How much was that paying off, though? I don't think we... Yeah, I don't think we'll have the political power in the time frame. Oh man, we gotta see if the African Republic's in this. I just don't know if we click that button within a month. That would be terrible if we just barely miss it. And then I would have to take the political concessions at that point. Yeah, I was gonna end this episode, but I do want to do this before I pause and then come back to this and then don't know what I was doing. Oh man. Oh, I have to do this. So there's more political power. I definitely want to pay that off while we're still getting our international monies. Yeah, if Africa pops up, we need to be aware of that. Immediately, we're making a payment. Because it'll be with like 1 day left or something ridiculous. 10 days. It's like we're going to do a countdown. It's basically going to be like, it might be we're just like it'll pop up on the last day and then it's just not going to process through. Because we're down to 8. If it goes down to 5, I'm going to have to say we're just going to lose all our foreign investment. And that's a wrap, I bet. Oh, God. Goodbye, foreign investment. And all that money we threw into Ukraine. It was worth it. It was worth it once upon a time. Yeah, because these are just 10 billion. See, I would have thought it would have populated if we lost the effect already. That sucks. Western popularity goes down. Yeah, that's fine. Two days. We're just out of luck, huh? One day, it's done. That's it. That's a wrap. We lost all our foreign investment. Rip. Good game. Goodbye. Tons of money that we saved up. Ah. It's not there. Bam. The set is... The whole slate just got wiped clean. Oh my god. Yep. We lost a ton of money from that. Goodbye. Yeah, we did fail that. All right. Yeah, we're gonna... What's the expense of this? 17 billion from 7, so 10 billion for welfare. 8 billion from 4, so we can go ahead and take that. Probably just go ahead and do that too. We'll get our political power gain up. That should lower us down to like 24 billion or something. Or no, 30? I'm fine with 30. 30 is better than I thought. Yeah, we need to do anti-air now. Tons of anti-air opportunities. I can live with 30. 30 allows us to reinvest. Look at all our projects are committed still, and they're long-term projects too. That really does hurt. 80, 10 billion off, so 20 billion. But we go up to almost 2 political power a cycle, which we definitely need. Yeah, so we're not even going to go for any of the expenses we need to make yet. We'll let those be events. We'll take the 20 billion. We have a choice. we can either pay off this interest or we can do foreign investment. And I think, yeah, we're over 6%, so it's definitely more beneficial to actually pay off our debt right now. And we don't even have that much. But that being said, we do need to utilize our foreign investment slots that we have available, and I think we have 3. So let us dump small amounts of money where possible. All right, so that'll work there. Then we just pay down loans. We definitely want to get started again. Yeah, I should have just released those territories. So the commenter was right. Anyway, we'll end it here. Thanks for watching. I'll catch everyone on the next one.